Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, transvestites of all shapes, sizes, ages, tastes even, because you know you sexy little bastards have different tastes. How the fuck y'all doing? I'm the one, the only Stacy fucking Krugger. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Stacy Krugger Podcast. Well, I suppose it would be the Stacy Krugger Podcast since, it's kind of my goddamn namesake, I suppose, eh? So thank you very much for tuning in. How the hell y'all doing? I realize I'm a little late on this podcast. I do realize this. I do apologize for this. But it's me. Do you guys honestly expect me to be on time with every single one of these podcasts? If you do, I'm sorry. You're going to be sadly disappointed. Unfortunately, I've been sick as hell. Like, I'm going to be very, very soon. I do promise you, very, very soon, I'll be getting on a regular broadcast schedule of 1 to 2 podcasts every single week. Hopefully 2 podcasts per week. But I've been sick as hell. I mean, absolutely sick as hell. It's an amazing thing that I'm actually podcasting today, to tell you the truth. Like, I really didn't think I'd be able to broadcast today because I'm sick as fuck. Like, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice right now, but I know I can feel it. It feels like my lungs are just lined with tar, dude. And like, I don't even smoke anymore. That's why I'm going, what the hell, man? I remember back when I quit smoking, I felt the same damn thing where it's like, okay, excuse me while I sit here. Oh, boss, this is back when I still worked radio. Oh, you want me to do a news report? Give me about 5 minutes. I need to go hack all the tar on my lungs. You know? So, it feels the same goddamn way, you know? But, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. We got an action-packed show today. Okay. I'm trying to figure out the perfect way of describing today's show besides fucked up. There really is no other way to describe today's show besides fucked up. It's going to be some funny. There's going to be something to make you smile. If you're a WoW freak, you're going to be bouncing with joy. And then there comes a point in every show that's the Stacy Krugger Podcast. The what the fuck moments of stupid criminals. Because really, I would love to move away from stupid criminals. I would love nothing more than move away from it. But I can't. There's so much stupid fucking stupidity, I cannot move away from it. I've tried, believe me. I apologize. I've tried so hard to move away from it, but I can't. And frankly, it pisses me off, man. But so be it. So really, I suppose the best question is here to ask, do you want the funny or do you want the sad first? Or do you want the gamer news first? You know what? Fuck you. We're going to move right on to the sad, the pathetic, the stupid, the pointless, the... What? Now, I know a lot of people have asked me, why am I so terrified of doctors? They say, Stace, you got a logical fear of doctors. And this right here is why I challenge you and say, nay, nay! Nay, nay! I do not have a logical fear of doctors. I do not. This right here proves why I do not have a logical. It's no longer logical, and now it's illogical. A logical fear of doctors. The story of the hospital patient waking up after surgery with woman's unmentionables is just got mentionable. That's right. Andrew Walls, 32, claims that the Delaware, fuck me running with a stick and a broom. Wow! Delaware surgeons who performed his colonoscopy dressed him in pink panties while he was under anesthesia. The attorney of Walls, who was an employee of the Delaware... Why am I saying Delaware? What the fuck's wrong with me? Delaware Surgical Center in Dover called the incident an outrageous prank by Wall's colleagues. Okay. I am all for a good prank. We all know Stacy. Stacy's a kind of a comical little bastard, right? I love to joke around. I love to make people smile. I love it. I do love it. But this goes a little far. If it's true. This is fucked up. If it's true. Because, dude, you put your hands in that you put your lives in that doctor's hands. You put your trust in that doctor's hands. You put all the trust in the world into that doctor. And to wake up with a pair of pink panties on? What the fuck? That's if it's true. Now, when the plaintiff initially presented for his colonoscopy, he had not been wearing pink women's underwear, and no time did the plaintiff voluntarily, knowingly, or intentionally place the pink women's underwear upon himself. Now, here is the question: is it bullshit? Is it fucking bullshit? Did he do it? Is he actually, into chicks' underwear? And is he claiming that to wipe off the shame because maybe one doctor walked over and said, you wouldn't believe what the fuck he was wearing when he came in. The motherfucker was wearing pink panties. No, not like pantaloons like men. No, not like men's thong, but the motherfucker was wearing a woman's thong that was creeping up his ass so far you can see shit stains on his neck. I mean, what's the chances? He's just trying to cover up for the fact that he likes to strut around and wink frilly ass panties. Well, what's the chances of it? Now he's just like, oh shit, I got busted. Maybe I should cover up for myself. Maybe I should, you know what? Maybe that wasn't such a great idea. Maybe, just maybe, I should lie and cover up my shame. Or, here's yet another edge to this. What are the chances that he did this on purpose to get the doctor in trouble? Say he had a grudge against said doctor who was even shoving the camera up his ass. You know what I mean? He really fucking hated that doctor who shoved that camera up his ass. He said, you know what? I'm going to get this motherfucker in trouble. So I'm going to crank on these fucking pants. I'm going to go to the store. Go to Walmart and buy the pink fucking frilliest pair of fucking woman cunt covers I can find. And throw the... Thank you very much, police, for having your sirens wailing. But pull those little bastards up and go, I feel like a bitch, but I'm going to get him in trouble. So, what's the chances? What's the goddamn chances? So we got 3 outcomes from this, because the alleged prank occurred back in 2012, led Walls to losing his job over severe emotional stress. Well, we're now in 2014, which means it took him 2 years to file said lawsuit, right? Why did it take him 2 years to file said lawsuit? Is it the fact that, he lost his job over getting caught with pink panties on? And he couldn't handle being made fun of for it, so he's like, I'll get back at him. So I'll file a lawsuit and say that they stuck it on me. Because nowhere in this entire story does it mention at all that anybody else in the surgical room or anybody else in the hospital is collaborating in the story. Every single one of it, the entire thing is just the one-sided end of it saying, hey, I woke up with fucking panties put on me I didn't put on there. Because, several news outlets attempted to reach out to the surgical center to decline to comment Wednesday. This story came on Wednesday, mind you. Saying we just found out about this yesterday afternoon. So it took this motherfucker 2 years to file for this lawsuit after he lost his job back in 2012, right? Now, if he was so fucked up over having pink panties put on him when he was dead asleep and waking up with them, if he was so fucked up about that, wouldn't he have filed it right away? If he actually lost the job because of it, wouldn't he have said, I can't handle this? Gone to his therapist? Doctor, I'm terrified. What's going on? He's like, well, I think you should file a lawsuit. Oh, my God, should I? I really think you should. Wham, bam, thinking, man, there's a lawsuit. There's fucking money going into your pocket. Oh, gee, I can get money from getting put pink panties on me? What would have took him so fucking long? 2 fucking years to file this lawsuit. I am calling goddamn shenanigans. Now, this doesn't reduce my fear of doctors, thinking that, this never happened. I still have a fear of doctors. They have needles and they poke you. That's all it is. They have needles and they poke you. Well, because someone asked me, Stace, you've had piercings, a number of them. You have tattoos. Why are you so terrified of needles? I said, one, the piercing needle is hollow. It takes a chunk of skin out. It hurts a hell of a lot less. It's not pushing skin aside. Tattoo needles, it vibrates your skin, numbs your entire skin as it puts a tattoo on you, so it doesn't hurt. Well, it hurts. Obviously, it's going to fucking hurt, but it doesn't scream in pain. A goddamn needle, like injection, they stab that shit so fucking deep into your skin, and they push liquid inside of you, and your body's going, fuck you, this isn't right, and it hurts. That's really the only reason I hate doctors, is because of needles. And because they want to shove cameras up your asses. That's another thing about this. That's another thing. Colonoscopies. I've heard from a number of people going, oh, I had a colonoscopy to save my life. Oh, really? That's fantastic. I'm glad. But I've heard more people that it didn't do shit for them except give them a sore asshole than, actually saving my life. I've known most adults in my life that I've known, minus my mother and stepfather, have gone out and got their goddamn asshole plunged by a camera. Only 2 of them found anything that were somewhat cancerous. They were pre-cancerous polyps. There was a chance they would never became cancerous, and they would just fizzled out. But on the safe side, they took them out, right? So, oh, that's fantastic. Great, whatever, right? Then every other one of them is going, oh yeah, they shoved the camera up my ass and they didn't find anything, so yeah, I'm good for another 2 or 3 years before I have to go back in again. I said, so they shoved a camera up your ass. They filled you full of air. They made your asshole scream in pain for nothing. Well, yeah. Then another one was a bit more of a detriment to their health than helpfulness. She got the camera up the ass, and she got fissures from it to the point where she cannot sit comfortably. She had to go in for surgery. 2 reasons. 1, because she had fissures, she had to get them fixed. And 2, because they became infected. So that brings up another question. Does really getting a camera up the ass really help you that goddamn much? I mean, seriously. Doctors, I need to ask you this goddamn question. Okay. This is 2014. 2014. With this being 2014, can we seriously, and I mean this seriously, not make it any further into medicine and realize, hey, you know what? It's 2014. We've been doing this for quite a while, right? Yeah. Can we possibly figure out another way to heal people without shoving the camera up their ass? Is that possible? Is that fucking possible? Oh, no. So ultrasounds don't do the work. All these other fancy shit that we've had gone on doesn't do the work. Even though we have capsules which we can swallow, which are cameras, and they can, after we pass it out, you can, we get the data from that, but no. Because nobody wants to dig through their own shit. So they'd much rather have a camera shoved up their ass and go, oh, have a look at you. It makes no sense to me. I mean, call me weird. Okay? Call me weird. Call me fucked up. Call me what you will. But my forefathers lived a very long time. Very healthy, long, wonderful life. Without getting the camera up the sphincter, up the poop chute, up the fucking brown eye. I mean, not saying that area is not accessible. I mean, I met plenty of people who've drove pleasure from that hole. But we're not exactly saying, let's plunge our ass out of pleasure with a camera. We're talking more, not even gently. I mean, they don't give you a kiss before they shove it up your ass. They don't nibble on your ear to get you in the mood. They're just like, oh, by the way, here's your gas, make it pass out, and whoop, fucking throw it in there like the goddamn, this is Sparta, Jesus, cunt, man. Some people say I get a little too worked up about cameras up the ass. I may. I may. That's entirely possible. Or someone in my chat room just said, but by the way, heads up, we do simulcast this show both on my twitch.tv/Stacy Krugger website where I normally stream at, and also, of course, here on Spreaker. But, like someone just said, he, fellow friend of mine who went to jail and is now out, camera up the ass, shit man, jail made me, well, let's just say you don't hear me fart anymore. Well, let's just say this, Mr. DeCow, that at least you don't have to worry about having the colonoscopy hurt anymore. You can walk over and go, shit, Bubba was a hell of a lot wider than that camera. Just stick it right up there. Don't worry about the lubricant. Yay! Yay! Fuck me. Now, this story blew my fucking mind. We're going to move on to even more fucked up shit in the world. Like this one, I've read this story a number of times over, and I haven't been able to make heads or tail of this story because it's so fucking weird. And, you know, it's another one of those stories, if it wasn't real, it'd be fucking hilarious. It sounds like something a comedian would came up with, you know. A George Carlin joke is what this sounds like, alright? Kansas authorities have charged a Wichita man. We get a lot of fucked up stories out of Wichita. Just throwing that out there. Wichita man Wednesday in the sexual assault and burglary of a 100-year-old woman during a break-in at her home. Let me make sure you heard this correctly, guys. Make sure you heard this correctly. Kansas authorities have charged a Wichita man Wednesday in the sexual assault and burglary of a 100-year-old woman during a break-in at her home. Oh my Jesus fucking Christ. Really? Really? Casey Nesbitt, 35, was charged with rape and aggravated burglary. Oh my Christ. Okay. 1. How many drugs do you have to be on to, 1, break into a 100-year-old woman's house and do some fucked up shit and do some fucked up mental shit to a 100-year-old woman? I mean, how fucking low of a pond scum motherfucker do you have to be? 2, how fucked up in the head do you have to be to go, you know what? I'm gonna fuck that while I'm here. And now you just fuck, I'm gonna rape that while I'm here. I'm fucking your 100. What about a 100-year-old woman turns you on, first off? 2, what kind of... What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I don't get it. I don't. I don't understand this. Like I said, it seems like a bad George Carlin joke. We all remember his shtick. Well, she was asking for it. She bent over in that robe vacuuming, and we all know that shtick. This sounds like a terrible George Carlin joke. I mean, was this on his bucket list? Going, you know what I've always wanted to do? Break into a house of a 100-year-old woman and rape her. Really, what the fuck compels you to do this? The woman who lives alone told police that intruders forced open the door of her home on September 29th. So it's a little older of a story. She said that they were in her home for several hours. Police say forensic evidence links Nesbitt to the rape. Nesbitt, who police have reportedly documented as a gang member, is being held in jail for a $250,000 bond. Online jail records don't indicate an attorney. So this dumb shit's going, I got this, fuck that attorney. I'll tell that judge to go fuck himself. You know, I mean, seriously, dude. Seriously. Apparently, police believe the main motive of the break-in was robbery. But, you know, the opportunity was there, so might as well rape her. All rapes are deplorable crimes. But you look at the age of the victim, it becomes a little bit more concerning and just a little bit more disgusting. Just a little? Just a little? Said Captain Tori Livingston of the Wichita Police. It's a vile crime. The fact that someone victimized a 100-year-old female is just a little bit for detectives to really grasp. So obviously he wasn't by himself. So here's my question. Which one of his buddies is like, dude, you know what you should do while we're in here? Fuck her. Or were they sitting there going, dude, that's a grandma. What the... You know, not saying that the rape of a fucking 12-year-old woman or a 30-year-old woman's okay or understandable. I'm not saying that at all, mind you. But this is just fucked, man. What? How other way can I spin this, dude? What other way can I spin this besides, frankly, where's the bucket so I could vomit? But I'm looking at this cocksucker's face, alright? I'm looking at the eyes of this fucking pig. And this looks like a buddy of mine. You know, he doesn't look like anything particularly vile. He doesn't look like he's on meth. Doesn't look like he's on any drugs. He doesn't have fucking tattoos all over his face like some gang members do. He just looks like an average Joe that you'd fucking go to the bar and have a beer with. You know what I mean? He doesn't look like anything fucking terrible. You know what I mean? What is wrong with you, you piece of guttural slime, dude? Seriously. I truly fucking hope, when you go into prison and they find out what you did, well, I hope that you won't need lubricant for your next colonoscopy. Yay! Fucking Jesus, dick. Now, I have a problem here. Because I'm trying to get off these crazy-ass stories, but I can't get off this one. Yet another reason why I'm terrified of doctors. A nurse in Italy is accused of killing 38 patients because she thought they were annoying. Daniela Pogalica, what the fuck her name is, was arrested on Friday for murder charges, Italian newspaper reports. The 42-year-old nurse caught the attention of authorities after the April death of 78-year-old Rosa fucking whatever. According to the independent translation of the Italian newspaper. The patient was admitted to the hospital in the town of Lugo with diabetic-related ailments, and died from what officials believe to be a fatal injection of potassium chloride. What the fuck? Prosecutors say that their investigation is more difficult because potassium chloride fades from the bloodstream within a couple days, which makes it incredibly hard to detect. Well, the patient's death occurred while the nurse was on duty, resulting in an investigation finding out that 37 other patients have also died mysteriously on her watch. Authorities now suspect that the nurse may have killed them because she thought that they or their families were irritating. So let that be a lesson to you, folks. Next time, next time you decide to go to the nurse, you decide to go to the doctor and you get admitted, make sure you bring flowers and chocolates to that nurse to make sure they know you love them, or else they may just decide to shoot you up some potassium chloride. Police said the nurse's cell phone included a photo of her making a thumbs up sign next to the patient's corpse. She also may face additional charges for disrespecting the dead. Apparently disrespecting the dead is a problem in Italy. That's an actual crime in Italy. So first off, you Miss Bitch Nurse, fucking Saint Nurse, what the fuck ever I can call you, you were trusted with the lives of so many people in your hands. You were trusted. You took the Hippocratic oath, to protect these people and to cure these people. Yet you decided, because you thought they were a little fucking annoying, they're just a little bit of a hassle to take care of, you decided it'd be a great idea to off them to lighten your fucking load. And two, What kind of country will fucking throw you in jail for disrespecting the dead? I'm not saying that's bad, but what kind of country? Once again, I do simulcast on twitch.tv/Stacy Krugger while broadcasting here on Spreaker. My Twitch chat, they're ranting about fucking I'm moving to Canada, America's crazy. Unfortunately, boys, this one's not Canada, this one's not America, this one's Italy. So just don't go to Italy and plan on going to the hospital, alright? Really, what else do I say to a fucking crazy-ass broad like this? What else can you say? Besides, Jesus fucking Christ, thank God I'm not planning on dying anytime soon in Italy. Alright, folks, we're going to take a quick break. I need to get a drink of water, let my voice rest, and hopefully I won't blow my lungs out in the middle of the break. Back in a minute or two. We're back here on the Stacy Krugger Podcast. I was able to wet my whistle a little bit there and, well, frankly, get a chance to breathe a little bit. So, I should be fine now. Alright. So, to a number of you who are like me or absolute World of Warcraft freaks. Well, first off, as many of you know, we did have a new patch drop, which is preparing for the release of Warlords of Draenor. Fucking fantastic patch. It brings you back to the days of, well, I would say vanilla, almost. Almost vanilla. I mean, you get some of the luxuries of, like, looking for group. You still have looking for raid, obviously. They took an add-on called OQ, and they basically integrated it into WoW itself and made it part of the actual WoW mainframe, which is fantastic because, you know, using OQ was awesome, but fuck it, let's just use that, the actual Blizzard one, which works fantastically also. So all that's great. They knocked all the stats for your weapons down, but they also brought everything else down with it. So, I mean, like I said, bring it back a little more to WoW, to vanilla WoW, where you actually had to work. You couldn't just fucking phone in your DPS. You couldn't phone in your tank and your healing, nothing like that. Because if you did, you're dying. Your entire raid's wiping everything. It's beautiful. I miss vanilla WoW because you actually had to work, you know. Both Cataclysm and, Mr. Pandaria, both of them basically held your hand the whole way through going, it's okay, come here, my little ingrate. Come along, walk along with me. Don't worry, you'll be fine. You know, luckily, they fixed that. Yeah, I mean. But along with that, they also, well, it's come time. What is it time for? Hollow's End is finally here, folks. Now, this is one of my favorite times of year in World of Warcraft because Halloween is my favorite holiday. Hands down, no matter what, is always going to be my favorite holiday because I, well, frankly, love fucking Halloween. So, Hollow's End, favorite fucking time of year in Blizzard. In World of Warcraft, I suppose. But they have changed a few things. Obviously, there's going to be a few normal things, like always. Like the seasonal boss, the Headless Horseman. You use Dungeon Finder, looking for a group to participate in high-level encounters against a Headless Horseman. Brand new loot-filled pumpkin, which is a chance at a shit ton of awesome holiday loot. Light my fire. You get to light the Wicker Man on fire of the Horde of your Alliance, or light the alleys on fire if you're Horde. Normal stuff, right? The stink bombs, every year, same thing. Shade of the Horseman, he's going to light on fire all the major cities, both Horde and Alliance side, and, you have to put it out. So it's pretty cool. You know what I mean? It's fun stuff like they always have. The candy buckets are back, apple bobbing's back. That's, fun, whatever, right? You collect your candy treats, you buy awesome stuff, whatever. They did add and they removed a few things, they added a few things. The Headless Horseman mount is back, of course. If I didn't get a chance this year to get mine again, I would kill somebody. Because it seems like everybody else in my flipping guild has the Headless Horseman mount except for me. And if I have to, go another year without the Horseman's reins, I will kill somebody. Magic brooms, as always, you can turn your mount into a broom and fly the fuck around for a while. Let's see here. The Sinister Squashland, which is the pet that's been there since the very beginning, if I remember correctly, for Hollow's End. That's still there. Well, there's a new one, which is the Feline Familiar. This witch hat wearing, broom riding kitty costs you 150 tricky treats from Dorothy and for the Alliance, or from Chubb and Undercity from the Horde. Of course, they still have the hollowed wands, the masks. This year, you could get a little Wicker Man, which is flippin' awesome. It's a toy. This toy is a smaller version of the Wicker Man, which will act as a cooking fire. I believe they had this one last year, if I remember correctly. I just didn't get a chance to get it. It's still fucking awesome. But, let's see. Other rewards? They do have a number of achievements like they always do. Trick or treat, out with it, all that non-stuff. And if you're like me and you're a achievement whore, this is going to turn your little crank, make you go, oh boy, I'm going to go do it. Which, pretty much as soon as I'm done with this podcast, I'm going to go do. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there you have it. If you're into it and if you want to get online, come on down to Brill, because I'll be down there, putting out the fires, having some fun, collecting, trying to get to my headless mount. Now, back onto a few more serious things. You know what? We'll have one last. I got one or two more unserious things, but one more not serious thing. But let's say, you know what? Let's just read it. You decide for your friggin' self. It's been reported that ISIS is now in control of several MiG-21 fish bed and MiG-23 Flogger fighter jets. As Western fighter pilots everywhere begin to salivate. This is from Flunker530.com, which is an old, military vet website. Former members of the Iraq army who have joined ISIS apparently have begun training other members of the group to fly 3 fighter jets, which were captured during the Islamic State's invasion of Iraq. Unconfirmed reports from the Syrian Hold on, sorry, I had to stick my tab on quiet there. The Syrian human rights have stated that the planes have been spotted flying around from the captured Al-Jajar military airport just east of Aleppo. I can only imagine, this is the author speaking, by the way. I can only imagine the smiles, roundhouse high fives, and shirtless volleyball matches that spontaneously filled the briefing room when Western pilots operating over Iraq and Syria heard the news that they'd finally get some air-to-air kills. Call me weird, but I didn't realize that was something to celebrate. But, my cousin Hutch, I've talked about him a number of times on the podcast. I talk about him all the time on my stream, which you can catch at twitch.tv/Stacy Krugger. He's on there quite a bit, actually. I was talking to him. He's a military vet. And I was just like, why would they be so excited over this? You gotta think. Since World War II, they haven't had extreme, air-to-air fights. Like during the Korean War, they had a little bit, but nothing as hardcore as World War II, and nothing really that much. I said, well, Desert Storm and Desert Shield. He said, nah, not really. No, they ran bombing raids, but never had any actual air-to-air battles, which I could have swore they did, but apparently they didn't. So that's what I'm sitting there going, so basically it's just they finally got a chance to prove themselves in battle and they want to do it. He said, exactly. I said, well, who better to go down and kill the fuck out of than some ISIS fucks? Now, if you have no idea who ISIS is, first off, I'm not going to bother educating you. You really need to pull your head out of the fucking hole that you buried it into. So, or if you manage to pull it off and you're not flexible, pull it out of your asshole. Seriously, ISIS is... I know our government's trying to pass it off as going, oh, they're the furthest thing from our mind. We can care less about them. They're nothing to us. They're small potatoes. We're not worried about them. But frankly, you should be. You absolutely should be worried about them. ISIS is a bunch of bastards who, well, if they have their way, they'll take over the world, but with all hope, people will come to their senses as they always do, and, well, kill the fucks. There's no better way to say it than just kill the fucks. Now, I have a story about thievery and homophobia. You're probably going, well, Stacy, how does this work? Let me explain it to you. A 16-year-old Seattle teen was allegedly robbed of his phone by former schoolmates and 3 others, who then used it to text "I'm gay" to his mother. Now, right there, it does not seem like a news story to me. And that's why I had to dig a little further in and try to figure out why the hell are they talking, why is this a news story on Huffington Post, the Huffing and Puffing Post? According to police reports, the incident happened Tuesday, October 7th, as the teen waited for an afternoon bus in Seattle Rocks Hill neighborhood. He told police that attackers took him by surprise, punched him in the face, leaving him with a cut and an injured tooth. The teen told police that he dropped his belongings while attempting to defend himself. The fight continued while passerbys yelled at them to stop. God forbid they get out of their fucking car and actually stop them. God bless America, you lazy fucks. The attackers then ran off the teen's phone and backpack. Upon arriving home, the police reports state, his mother showed him a text message that he had received from his cell phone saying, "I'm gay, you know that." Really? Really? You steal a dude's phone, the first thing you think of is, you'd really be funny? You'd really be fucking funny? How about we take his phone and we'll text his mom that he's gay? Oh boy, that'll really shake it up. Oh my Jesus dick. Really? 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 I mean, maybe I'm weird on this one, but the first thing I would do if I stole someone's phone is call China just because I could. And just get the fucking long distance rolling up. I would find some random Chinese number or Italy or France or something like that and just call it. Probably China though, just because we've all heard the jokes and the fucking, all the cartoons, all the TV show, the movies growing up. There was always that one kid who had called China from his parents' number, ran up the cell phone. I would do it just because I could. But I'm not a big enough dick to steal someone's cell phone. Though the teen was unable to identify the 3 who assaulted, of the alleged assailant, he told investigators he recognized the 4th one as someone who used to attend the same school. No arrests have been made, and the case is assigned to a follow-up investigation. So unfortunately, they have no idea who the fuck did this, but, well, apparently they thought the kid was gay. Who knew? It's just one of those things where, once again, I can't help but wonder what's happened to... I know I'm going to sound old as hell when I say this, but the youth of this country. Seriously, what the fuck has happened to us? I remember back when I was a kid, they'd steal our phone. You know, they do the China thing, which is, I guess, probably worse, but, you know, I don't know what exactly I'm trying to get at here, and I'll admit that any day, that I guess I'm kind of grabbing at strings here, but it just seems stupid. It seems stupid, it seems pathetic, and of all things, I mean, you could text any number of things to his mother, or you could have done anything with it, but you chose to text, "I'm gay," you know that. Because, you know, he won't be able to bunk that when he gets home. Oh boy, you really got his mother really riled up there, you fucking ingrates. Alright, I'm going to leave the podcast on a good note, guys. I'm going to leave it on a very good note. On my stream, which once again you can catch at twitch.tv/Stacy Krugger, we have a saying there, sand and vag. You know, get the sand out of your vag. If somebody's been, you know, we've all said that. If somebody got a sandy vag, why don't you go wash it out, you little bitch? You know, if somebody's being whiny or something like that. You know, ha, my vagina hurts. You know, we've all said it. Whatever. Well, we got a public service announcement here from the Stacy Krugger Podcast. Quit having sex in the ocean. That's right. Water is not a very good lubricant, first off. Duh. But not to mention, it's all salty. And you do realize fish swim, shit, piss, and fuck in it, right? So you're going to get all that stuff up in your up in the vagine. And do you really want all that in the vagine? Well, here's the real issue and the real reason why I'm telling you, for the love of Christ, stop having sex in the ocean. There's a very real chance your genitals will get stuck together via suction. That seems to be the case for an Italian couple looking to spice up their love lives. Well, it's been reported that the couple began to have sex in the ocean because, you know, it's like, oh, let's swim in the ocean. Oh, the moment's right. Whoop. Well, they became suctioned together, unable to separate. All right. Yeah, you know what? We've all had that one cousin or the brother who's a little fucking stupid and decided to get a plunger stuck to their face. Mine was a nephew, but moving on. Decided to get a plunger stuck to their face. They couldn't get it off. They had a huge hickey on their face. Imagine that down below. God damn. I mean, oof. A seaman anchored to his siren by a seaman stayed in the ocean while he was being stayed in the ocean while he was able to flag down a woman walking by the beach who was able to give God damn it, this couple with two backs a towel to cover up, and they had to crab walk the entire way to the doctor's office. Good for you. Good for you. A doctor was called, and they were taken to the emergency room where the woman was given an injection usually used to dilate the uterus of pregnant women in order to untangle the loving couple. Isn't love beautiful? Oh my Christ. With that, I am going to part ways with you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Once again, my name is Stacy Krugger. You are listening to the Stacy Krugger Podcast. If you want to catch me live doing my day job, well, go on over to twitch.tv/Stacy Krugger, where I broadcast 7 days a week. I start at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, right there at noon every single flipping day. Combine. Why don't you just combine and say hello? Everyone, take care. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will catch you guys next time.